Hello, I'm Ryuta Kikutani. Today I would like to talk about the common characteristics of those who are blessed with good encounters. Encounters with people in life are very important. That includes a person you marry. Those who are blessed with good encounters with people lead happy lives, but those who are not could have a very difficult life. It's the same with business. Some people have a good encounter with a person who introduces them to potential business partners, so they expand their businesses, while others are betrayed and their companies go bankrupt. Your life depends a lot on what kind of people you meet. There are those who are blessed with such good encounters and those who are not. What exactly makes the difference? What do those who are blessed to meet such people have in common? What are their characteristics? And more specifically, what are their habits and behaviors? I would like to talk about the difference between those who are blessed with good encounters and those who are not from a Buddhist perspective. Here are today's contents. 1. Make the most of encounters with people. 2. Like attracts like. 3. The 6 good deeds. Let's get started. Make the most of encounters with people. First of all, I think you are watching this video because you saw today's topic on the thumbnail or something and thought it looked interesting. Such people understand the basic characteristics of people who are blessed with good encounters. Buddhism teaches that when a cause and a condition come together, a result or effect happens. It means that our actions are the cause of the results, happiness or unhappiness, that happen to us, and that seeds of our actions lead to our fates. Condition here means people or environment. Encounters and opportunities are conditions. So Buddhism teaches that when these causes and conditions are combined, results occur. No matter how many conditions, such as people, environment, or opportunities, you have, if you do not see it and take action, it won't lead to your own fate. Let's say there is a girl named Miss Ako, and it was a wonderful encounter. She's so good-natured, and you think you'd have a happy life if she is your wife. But in order to get married to this girl, which is a result, you need to plant seeds of your actions. So, even if you have a chance to have dinner at the same table with the girl at a party or something, if you do not talk to her or have good manners and delicacy, it will not lead to a date or marriage. Or you may go on 1 or 2 dates, but you might not be able to make the girl want to marry you. So, when we have wonderful conditions or opportunities, it is our own seeds of actions that are important for the result to come about. Yagyu, the famous Japanese samurai family, had these mottos. They were the heads of one of Japan's greatest schools of swordsmanship. These are their mottos. The small talent meets an opportunity, but does not see it. The medium talent sees an opportunity and fails to take advantage of it. The great talent makes the most of the opportunity that just touches his sleeve. The first person has a great condition or opportunity, but he doesn't even know it's there. A life-changing opportunity is right in front of him, but he doesn't see it. So, of course, there will be no results. The small talent meets an opportunity, but does not see it. The second person is aware of the opportunity and thinks his life would change if he can take advantage of it. For example, he notices there is this girl, Miss Ako. But even if he realizes the opportunity, if he can't make the most of it, it doesn't come to fruition in the form of a marriage or a business partnership or something like that. The second one is aware of the opportunity, but he doesn't take action to make the most of it. The great talent makes the most of the opportunity that just touches his sleeve. If we can make the most of even the smallest of encounters or conditions like ones that only touch our sleeves, we will be able to achieve happiness when our actions are combined with the conditions. There are people who say, "There are no good people in my office," or, "Oh, nothing brings me good opportunities." Even if you are not blessed with a good workplace, there are many cases where you may happen to talk next to someone on a train or eat together somewhere by chance, and a small event like that may lead you to be with the person for life or to do business with them. So even if you don't find a good encounter at work, you never know where you might find that kind of wonderful opportunity. So some people take advantage of even trivial encounters like that to open up their own lives. What I'm trying to say here is that whether or not you can have good encounters depends on whether or not you can attract those people and whether or not you can make the most of it. The fact that you are interested in and attracted to today's topic of this video means that you already have a viewpoint that your own actions need to be considered more than conditions, such as people or environment. Therefore, as you are willing to pay attention to such actions, you know the most important thing that people blessed with good encounters have in common. Now, I would like to talk about the common behavior of people blessed with good encounters. Like attracts like. There is a saying like attracts like. People with the same sensibility or view of life tend to gather together. It is also said that if mixed with red ink, it turns red, meaning that people are influenced by their surroundings. We gradually become like people we hang out with. For example, if you stay with someone who says it is okay to lie and deceive others, then you will be like, well, maybe it's okay for me to do this too. We could also say that you were drawn to him because he has such a similar view of life, and that you will be influenced and become like him. If mixed with red ink, it turns red. And they also say things like, if you want to know what kind of person he is, look at his friends, and you'll get the general idea. Some of you may wonder what kind of person your date really is. He or she would stretch himself and try to look cool and sincere, so you can't really figure it out. If you want to know the true self of a person, you should talk to his or her friends. Then you will gradually get to know the person. So it is quite common for people of the same type to get together. From this point of view, it is important to know what kind of seeds you are always planting, because that will determine what kind of conditions, people, or environments you will have. For example, if you want to meet a kind person, you should be a kind person yourself. Kind people approach kind people. People who give will be approached by those who give. The reverse is also true. If someone says, hey, I'm thinking of scamming that old man for some money, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in helping me out, and someone else says, I'll do it, that means he or she also doesn't mind doing it. Anyone who agrees on his plan of deceiving people is also the same kind of person. Takers approach takers. The people who give do not follow the ideas of those who take. On the other hand, when someone hears the ideas of givers and says, I was very impressed, let me help you with that too, givers will gather together. This is true for anything, even parents and children. If you want your child to be a giving child, it is important to first consider whether or not you are a giving parent. When you want your child to grow up to be a kind child, it is important to first consider whether you are a kind parent. If you are always pushing your child to do this or that, or to listen to you more, and if you don't have any kindness in your heart, he will become a person who does nothing but push himself on others. If you don't change, people won't change. Unless you change, people with similar interests will approach you. So, if you want to meet a kind person, you must first become a giver and a kind person. It's the same in business. For example, there are a manager and his 5 employees. There are some managers who think only how to make their employees work and take away their employees' time to do even their own work. If the manager thinks only about taking things away from the employees, saying you should think more about the company, you better meet your quota. Don't slack off. Don't make me clean up your mess. You should work harder. Then the employees will feel that they don't want to be taken advantage of, and they do whatever they want to do. If he only thinks about taking, they don't feel like giving either. But what would happen if the manager gives? If the manager treats his employees with care and consideration, thinking, how can I make my employees happy in this job as well as their time with their families? They also open their hearts and think what they can do for the company and feel like they want to give something to make the president happy. Therefore, we can say that people who give will attract people who are willing to give, and people who take will attract people who are willing to take. So, if you want to be blessed with good encounters, you can't just wish so without doing anything. If you plant good seeds, you're going to attract wonderful encounters. That's how it is. The 6 good deeds. Some people often say if I am going to marry, it should be a sincere person. I think this is true for both men and women. You wouldn't want to be with a dishonest person who tells a bunch of lies and doesn't do what he says he's going to do. You want to date a sincere person if possible. This is true in business too. People want to do business with sincere business partners. If you want a sincere partner, you must first be a sincere person. If you're honest and you keep your word, your business partners will know they can trust you. Then, people with the same sense of values gather. If people believe that it is important in business to keep their promises even when it is hard for them to do so, they also demand the same of their partners, and if a partner is dishonest, they feel they should keep their distance. So, if you want to choose such a sincere person as a business partner, it is important that you are sincere enough to be chosen by the person. It's the same in marriage. If you want to be with a sincere person, you have to be sincere yourself too. Also, in the world, there are those who are calm and those who get angry when things don't go their way. It's very stressful to be with someone who easily gets angry and shows that kind of attitude and language. Marrying someone like that would be mentally very exhausting. There are so many things in this world that don't work out the way you want them to. We want to be with people who can be patient and gentle in such situations. And also, we want to work with people like that. So if your actions are not gentle, such people won't come to you. It's the same in the workplace. If a boss is always angry, his team members will become angry too. Colleagues will also get angry with each other, and you will feel tension in the air at the whole workplace. But if there are calm and gentle people, the workplace becomes like that. So if you keep blaming someone, you will form a relationship where someone blames you as well. And if you want to marry someone who is diligent and not lazy, you must also be a person who makes an effort like that person. People who work hard like and respect a person who also works hard, so they are not attracted to a person who is always lazy. So if you want to get close to such a person, you have to be that kind of person yourself to make such an encounter possible. There are 2 types of people in the world: those who can apologize when they cause a problem or make a mistake, and those who can't apologize but only make excuses. A person who can apologize for his or her faults in such a situation is a person of courage and compassion. It's because the person who can apologize considers the feelings of others rather than his own. A person who can apologize is really courageous and considerate, isn't he? People who can do that kind of thing are approached by people like that. Those who can apologize are also impressed by the courage and compassion of those who can apologize. And that's why people like that approach them. When you see a person who is always making excuses and not feeling any pain about the troubles he caused, you would want to keep your distance from the person. If you want to be close to someone who can apologize for his or her mistakes, you have to be that person first. If you have studied Buddhism very well, you may have already noticed this, but all of these are the 6 good deeds taught in Buddhism. The Buddha taught that doing good actions will bring happiness. The 6 good deeds is the summary of the many good actions taught in Buddhism. They are giving, discipline, forbearance, diligence, calm mind, and reflection and wisdom. Giving here means kindness, that is, to give to others. So it's a kind and gentle person. People who plant seeds of kindness will be happy. It's because people who are kind will attract those who care about such acts of giving. Such good actions will be combined with good conditions and generate a good result. Another one is discipline or keeping promises. It means that people who are not just all talk and no action, but keep their promises and are sincere will attract such people and will be happy as a result. This is forbearance or patience. It means not getting angry when things don't go one's way. Calm and gentle actions lead you to a calm and gentle state. This is diligence or effort. Your fate depends on how hard you work. A person who can apologize can look back and reflect on themselves. That is calm mind and reflection. People who can do these will attract someone similar, leading to their fates accordingly. These 5 things together are called wisdom. In today's words, it means self-cultivation. I tried to put them in different ways. A person who is kind, sincere, calm, hardworking, and can apologize. Buddhism teaches that those who plant such seeds will be able to attract such people and be happy. So we can say that people who are blessed with good encounters are those who plant such seeds. Accordingly, their good actions bring good encounters, then lead to a good fate. This is the teaching of Buddhism. Today, I talked about the common characteristics of those who are blessed with good encounters. On this channel, I talk about Buddhism from various angles. If you think you can learn something from this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching today.